Wow, I recently stumbled upon a fascinating insect online. It looks like a hummingbird, produces a distinct buzzing sound, and is active during the day while resting at night. With its remarkable flight speed, along with similarities in weight, appearance, and behavior, it's often called the hummingbird moth. Like most insects, the hummingbird hawk-moth progresses through distinct life stages, from egg to larva, then pupa, and finally into its adult form. Most remarkably, to evade birds, this insect has evolved to mimic their appearance in flight. So, could it be kept as a pet? Well, I went online to look for this insect, but only found one type for sale. Still, the one available was very beautiful and quite a bargain at about $2 each, so I immediately ordered 5. 3 days later, my package arrived. I went to pick it up right away instead of waiting for delivery, hoping all the little ones had survived. Actually, I purchased hummingbird hawk-moth caterpillars. The adult moths are too fragile for shipping, and raising them from larvae is part of the fun. Over the next month or so, I'll be sharing my experience of raising these fascinating moths. I bought 5 caterpillars. They're still quite small and mostly hide behind leaves. Since their color blends in with the foliage, they can be hard to spot. These little guys are quite cute. One was crawling on my hand, constantly exploring. They grow incredibly fast. You can see changes almost every day. But they're also very fragile and can die if not cared for properly or if their food is contaminated. This is a real challenge for me, as it's my first time raising insects like this. Well, they're still so tiny that there's no need for a larger enclosure. This small one works perfectly for now. 6 days later. Let's check on these little ones and hope they're doing okay. Oh my god, one looks like it's dying and seems to be in great distress. Why is this happening? Now another one has fallen ill and doesn't look too well. What could have gone wrong? Alright, there must be something wrong with the environment or the food. So I went out to find them some fresh plants. It turns out the caterpillars only eat gardenia leaves and are very particular about their food. They can even die from eating plants that were sprayed with pesticide a year ago, which makes it very hard to find uncontaminated leaves. I found some gardenias in a relatively secluded spot and can only hope they're clean. Okay, to keep the leaves fresh, I've placed them in a bottle with water. This way, the caterpillars can always have access to fresh food. Now I'm placing the caterpillars on the plant. This actually resembles their natural habitat, so hopefully they'll thrive here. In addition, I've also prepared a mesh cage for them. It's more breathable, plus it keeps them from escaping. Day 12. I came back to check on my little pets. Oh my god, only one is still alive, the rest have all died. This is terrible. The plants I collected from outside might have been contaminated with pesticide, and I feel so sorry about it. So I've now bought some new leaves online that are specifically labeled as pesticide-free. I'm down to just one caterpillar now, and I really hope nothing goes wrong this time. Day 22. Now, the only surviving hummingbird hawk-moth caterpillar has grown quite large and looks healthy. You know, I just realized I haven't named the little guy yet. How about Henry? I have Henry resting on my hand. He's so gentle and beautiful. I really hope he successfully transforms in the coming days. Day 24. Wow, something's changed. Henry's skin has darkened and he's become restless, crawling around everywhere. Actually, this means he's about to enter the pre-pupal stage and is looking for a spot to pupate. Well, time to make a pupation area for Henry. Hummingbird hawk moths normally pupate in soil, but I'm not using any. I've used paper shreds instead to create a similar setting. The key is that the caterpillar just needs something to hold it securely. Leaves or paper scraps both work fine. Now it will find a spot to pupate. We should try not to disturb it and just wait. Day 27. A few days later, Henry has successfully pupated. He's now in his pupal stage, and it's pretty interesting to see him wiggling around. Alright, time to set up an emergence environment for Henry. All it needs is a dish of soil and some twigs. Once it emerges from the pupa, it will climb onto a twig by itself to perch and expand its wings. Day 39. Oh my god, Henry just emerged and even pooped on my hand. The whole thing was over in minutes, so fast that I didn't even have time to grab my camera. It's hard to predict when this insect will emerge. Henry hasn't finished yet. He'll now shake the scales off his wings, and I'll record this amazing moment with a high-speed camera. Now we need to wait 2 to 3 hours. After that, it will shake off the scales from its wings, revealing the transparent membrane underneath. 3 hours later. The thrilling moment is approaching. Henry is about to complete his final transformation. Let's wait and see. As its wings flutter more intensely, the scales fall like snowflakes. A spectacular sight. Filmed at 120 frames per second, we can see every detail with remarkable clarity. Oh, Henry pooped again. Okay, let's watch how it spreads its wings in slow motion. Right now, Henry scrambles around, fluttering his wings rapidly. He hasn't quite got the hang of flying yet. By keeping his wings fluttering, he sheds more of the tiny scales covering them. After a while, Henry settled down. He looks stunning with its beautiful colors, just like a hummingbird. But actually, there are hundreds of species of these hummingbird moths. This is just one of them. Henry is fragile now. Let's put him in the cage to rest for 2 days. Day 41. After 2 days of rest, Henry looks even better now, with his wings having become more transparent. Now we have a tricky problem. How do we feed him? I tried giving him some honey water, but he doesn't seem to like this method. I'll need to find another way. In the wild, this insect feeds on nectar like a hummingbird, darting between flowers and hovering in front of them. So I went outside to get some flowers for Henry. I'm not sure if he'll like them. I don't even know what kind of nectar he usually goes for. I just picked whatever was around. Wow, such pretty little flowers. Just picking a few is plenty. Alright, now place the flower stems we picked outdoors in water. This way they'll stay fresh longer. Now let's get Henry over here and see if he goes for the nectar. Sure enough, he started buzzing from flower to flower. But this amount is still too little for an insect like him. They probably need a large patch of flowers. For now, we'll put him and the flowers together in a large mesh cage. Day 43. To give Henry his freedom, I've decided to release him back into the wild. I found a large patch of flowers where Henry will live from now on. There are plenty of other small insects here too. After keeping him for a while, I've realized that hummingbird moth adults don't do well in captivity. A small space can easily cause injury, and feeding them is difficult. They really need plenty of room to fly. I tried placing him on a flower. Through the lens, we could clearly see the visible injuries on Henry's body. Hopefully he'll be alright. But it's heartening to see that Henry looked just fine, fluttering among the flowers and drinking deeply from the blossoms. Oh my god, meanwhile I noticed another hummingbird hawk-moth in the same flowers with different colors. Wow, pretty amazing. Maybe they'll even become friends here. How interesting. Well, that's it for today's video. We'll have more fun pet content coming your way soon. Thanks for watching.